I show people the real me. I mean, they f***ing love me.
The boys are back to blowing the bloody doors off in Season 3. All the shamelessness, corrupt egotism, and superhero curb stomping in the premiere 3 episodes brazenly reminds us how Prime Video's anti-heroes stand out from the crowd. Picking up almost a year after Season 2's cliffhanger ending, Vought International and Homelander still performatively lick their wounds in the wake of Stormfront's exposed Nazi agenda. Anthony Starr's doing tremendous work as the world's most powerful superhero must grin through forced apologies to America's public. Tensions between Homelander and Giancarlo Esposito's Stan Edgar are oh so delicious as the ruthless corporate titan shoves Homelander in his place. It's the most exciting element of The Boys thus far, as Starr relishes the festering storm within Homelander.
So I spent the last year really slowing down and reconnecting with myself.
And I am very excited for everyone to meet the real me.
Karl Urban and Jack Quaid, meanwhile, sustain their mentor-ballbuster dynamic but find more depth to the conversations between Butcher and Hughie now that Hughie's throwing in the towel on peace. The Boys chase his hope and activism with swift blows of narcissism. The show's approach was already brutal, but in Season 3, Hughie essentially says, safety's off, whether we're ready or not.
The gloves are off. Thought we could fight Vought the right way, but we can't. It's all rigged. We have to do it your way.
Season 3 doesn't allow any of its characters a moment to breathe, which is the bread and butter of The Boys. Erin Moriarty's Starlight is required to be Hughie's confidant once more, but luckily there's enough added to the mix that it doesn't feel like a cheap retread of similar storylines in previous seasons. Chase Crawford continues to make the Deep one of the show's more surprisingly interesting characters after Season 2's religious reclamation arc post-Starlight's sexual assault exposure. MM's dragged back into Butcher's ranks, Frenchie's connections are exploited, and Kimiko's childlike flourishes are chastised. Everyone around Butcher and Homelander is in their blast radius, their fuses shortening like a Mission Impossible opener. Season 3 shows so far that neither cares who's eviscerated should their self-destructive plans turn into all-out The Boys versus the Seven warfare.
For once, I'll level the f***ing playing field.
Commentary continues to be aces as Season 3 initially pays homage to the Snyder Cut with its own Bork cut of Vaught's latest film, Dawn of the Seven, which features an appearance that adds thunderous star power. There's a larger emphasis this season on how Vought is using all its marketing tools, like streaming service Vought Plus, as obstructors of truth that feed pro-soup agendas. It's wonderfully twisted capitalism and continues winking towards modern media monopolies. The Boys keeps the pedal pressed as tremendous acts of violence, fury, and revenge leave a wake of bodies in a mere few hours thus far. This season promised to be the bloodiest and most violent yet, which so far is irrefutable. Enter Jensen Ackles, the most significant addition to The Boys Season 3 as Soldier Boy.
So when someone offers you drugs, you tell them Soldier Boy said taking drugs is not cool, and anyone who does is a loser.
He's Captain America, if Captain America was a 50s misogynist who supposedly died a covert death overseas. Ackles steps into an anti-Rogers skin with the despicable smile of our nation's handsomest fraud, bringing all that opposite Chris Evans charm to what will be a pivotal role in this season. The Boys doesn't ease into the idea that America is constantly under attack from domestic threats. Some might be turned off by the immediate reassurance that Hughie and Starlight can never spend their lives together without conflict, or that Butcher's merciless approach is the only viable solution. Homelander's descent in Season 2 and Stormfront's weaponization of America's angriest class doesn't seem to be over, nor does that homegrown terror wear thin as Homelander continues fancying himself as a god amongst mortals. Starr couldn't sell Homelander's impending nuclear implosion as Patrick Bateman's Clark Kent impersonation any better. Season 3 strikes harder, gets angrier, and packs an even feistier punch. Season 3 gets to the apocalyptic good stuff where all-out warfare will challenge Vought, the boys, and anyone caught in Homelander's heat ray blasts. Character beats can be predictable when Butcher regresses as a father or a deadness in his eyes erases what little flickers of humanity grew, but it's still those character beats that showrunner Eric Kripke does best with the boys. It remains spectacularly gore-heavy, filled with harsh lessons, and loaded like a powder keg ready to burst once Butcher or Homelander finally lays the gauntlet. Strap in, mothertruckers. For more TV reviews, check out what we thought of the series premiere of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Stranger Things Season 4 Part 1, and for everything else, stick with IGN.
Christ, Soldier Boy.
Oh, shit!